a number line or compatible numbers to find sums. What did I say sums were?
The answer to an addition problem.
The answer to an addition problem. Okay, we're going to read the story. You can see it up here. Read it with me.
The table shows how many musicians are in each section of a symphony orchestra. How many musicians play either string or woodwind instruments?
So here you have the table. What two things are we looking at?
Woodwind instruments and string.
Woodwind instruments and string. Okay, string instruments are 57, woodwind are 15. So we are adding them together to see what the answer is for them all together. Now, instead of just stacking and adding, they want you to use a number line. There are two ways to use a number line. First rule, though, of a number line is you start with the big number on the number line. So they have 57 here. Okay? Now, the first way to do it is to count to the nearest 10. So it's kind of like rounding to the nearest 10, but you're counting up. So they're saying if you go 57 and you add 3 to 57, that will get to 60. Okay, so they added 3. Now that's 3 out of the 15. Okay, so 15 minus 3 is how much?
12.
12. And so there will be 12 more. Does 10 plus 2 equal 12? Yes. So you can see up here, guys, the jumps, when you do have these plus signs, that should equal your number that you're adding by. So 57 and add 15, this should be 15. 3 plus 10 plus 2 should equal 15. Okay. So they jumped 3 to 60, and then they jumped 10 because there is 1, 10, and 15. And then they jumped the other 2 for 15. So 57 plus 15 ended on what number?
72.
72. So 57 plus 15 is 72. The other way to do it is to jump by just 10 first and to count up by 10s. We talked about this yesterday. If I had the number 7, I wanted to count up from 7 by 10s. It would be 7 and then 17 and then
27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 107, 117.
Okay, you see in the ones place you always have 7. And then in the tens place it always goes up by 1. Okay, so right here, if you jump 7, if you jump 10 from this number line, you're jumping 10, you get to 67. And then 10 plus 5 more is 15. So 67 add 5 would be 72. So 72 musicians play either string or woodwind instruments. Now, let's go to find this. 43 plus 28. What do we start with? Which of those numbers are we going to start with?
43.
Because it is the bigger number. Now, 28. How many tens does it have? What number is in the tens place? Everybody?
2.
2. So let's jump 2 tens. So here's the first 10. What's 43 plus 10? Everybody?
53.
And then another 10. 53 plus another 10 is?
63.
Okay, now I'm trying to get 28. I have my 20 now because I jumped 2 tens. How can I jump by 8 now?
You can add 5.
Jump 5 first. So what's 63 plus 5, everyone?
68.
68. And then that's not all the way to 68, that's only 20, or 28, that's 25. So we gotta go 3 more, right? So jump 3, and what number would that be from 68 plus 3?
71.
71. So 71 is the answer. Good job, boys and girls. Next page. Another way to add, another mental math strategy is by using compatible numbers. They are breaking apart the number to try to make them a little easier. So they were saying, you think 178 could be 175 plus 3, 227 could be 225 plus 2. They're kind of going to the nearest 25 and then having the extra part go over, and they're adding the extra part. So what they want you to do is if you break it apart, like 175 plus 3 and 225 plus 2, you add now the 2 that you have at the end. 3 and 2 is
5.
5 plus 5 is
10.
10. So you have to add the 1 on top of the 7. 7 plus 2 is
9.
add 1 more is
10.
and 2 plus 2 is
10.
4. So you would have 400 plus 5 equals
405.
405. So 178 plus 227 is 405. Another way to do this is by using friendly numbers. Friendly numbers is when you're trying to find an easier number by adding or subtracting to get to an easy number. So we have 38 plus 56. To make one of those an easier number, they are trying to do 38 to make 38 an easier number. You can just go up, add 2 numbers to 38 to make it easier. It'd make it a tens. 38 plus 2, everybody, is 40. And then you can, if you add 2 to 38, you have to subtract 2 from 56. Oops. Whatever you do to the top number, you have to do the opposite to the bottom number. So 38 plus 2 was 40. Now 36 minus 2 is what, guys?
54.
54. Okay, now you have to add 40 and 54. 40 plus 54 equals what? 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So it equals 94. Okay, and that is friendly numbers.
It's removed.